Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video, we are going to be getting into my top 5 films from 2024. I know it's a long time coming, you guys. I've been meaning and I've been trying to get this video out sooner. Fortunately, I've just been busy. I've been overly stressed and I don't even know why, and I've been in a lot of pain these past few weeks. I don't know if it's my tendonitis or a pinched nerve in my foot or whatever. So these past few weeks haven't been very pleasant. I've been just trying to get rest, on my days off and stuff when the weekend comes and all that. Like, that's literally all I want to do. So I'm on my feet all day long, so that doesn't help. But I'm a little bit better, but it's still not quite there. But it is what it is. Hopefully it goes away. I don't know. But anywho, I wanted to go ahead and just finally put this video out there. I try to do this every year, give you guys my top 5 favorite films from the previous year. So we're going to go on ahead and get into that. And you guys, in the comments below, let me know what were your guys' top 5 films. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and see my picks. Now, keep in mind, you guys, these are just my opinions. These are the films that I kind of enjoyed the most. I actually don't even have any honorable mentions this time around. These are just the ones that I truly, truly enjoyed the most this past year. Obviously, there was plenty of other ones that I didn't get a chance to see. So, I mean, obviously, those other films could have possibly been, in my top, but who knows. But for now, these are just the ones that I really enjoyed throughout the past year and stuff. And so this first one that I'm actually gonna share with you guys, my number 5, is a little bit of an odd pick. Definitely not one that you would probably see on most people's top lists, just considering the matter at hand in this film. But I went into this film just totally blind. I didn't even read up on it. I don't even know if this one was in theaters or not. And it really didn't get any spotlight or anything like that. Like I said, it's a little bit of a kind of hard, messed up topic, but the film I'm talking about is Blink Twice. So Channing Tatum was pretty awesome in this one. I actually I hadn't seen him in anything in quite some time. So I thought he was really good in here, but the person that steals the show definitely in this is your lead actress right here. I think her name's Naomi Ackie. I'm not familiar with her, but she was fantastic in here. And like I said, there is just kind of a messed up, delicate matter at hand, which obviously, no, I don't approve of or anything like that. And it does kind of suck because it kind of, throws men and stuff under the bus and whatnot. But this film, you guys, like I said, I went into this totally blind, didn't read up on it. I hadn't really heard anything on this film at all. Like, I'd heard like a mention of the film, that was it. But I didn't watch the trailer, didn't look into it, didn't read up on it, anything. So I went in absolutely blind and I came out liking this film. I'm not gonna say love because that's kind of a strong word for this film, but I definitely like this film. It just felt very fresh. It is directed by Zoe Kravitz, and I thought the direction in this was great, you guys. Like I said, this just felt like a very fresh kind of take on your whole like brainwashing type thing. And it was pretty nuts at times. It's a very kind of trippy film because basically a Channing Tatum's character, he's this, big hotshot dude with his company, and your lead actress here and her friend, they happen to be I guess like they're waitressing or whatever at this party that he's hosting or something like that. And they, find a way to talk to him, and he invites him to come and stay on his little like private island that he has. And it's just one crazy show from there. There's like just this, they are all under the influence and everything. So, drugs, booze, all of that. And so it's just kind of like the same thing on repeat in a way, but there's like no memory of like really what happened or anything like that, and people kind of start to go missing and stuff, and it slowly gets just kind of crazier and crazier. And the ending, you guys, I freaking love the ending. I was honestly kind of chuckling a little bit at the ending, but I loved it, you guys. And yeah, so like I said, there is some delicate matters at hand. I wouldn't say they dive too deep into it. There are a few scenes that they will show kind of as like flashbacks, that kind of stuff. But it's not like super hardcore into that matter. But still, it's a delicate topic at hand. But I honestly thought that this was really good. Just a fresh take and stuff. And yeah, I thought Zoe Kravitz directed this very well. All right, so coming in at number 4, I was actually surprised not to really see this on anybody's list. Like, I don't think, I mean, I've watched several people's lists and everything, and I don't think anybody that I've actually watched had this on their list. And I don't know why. Maybe this film just didn't get more love, or people didn't enjoy it as much as I did. But hey, we got Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. I really, really enjoyed this one. I've seen it several times since it like came out and everything. And this one, I don't know, I just really kind of connected with Kong's character in here. This just kind of felt like his story. I would say this is more of a kind of popcorn flick. It's not meant to be taken, you know, too overly seriously, but I had a lot of fun with this film, and it was actually also pretty comedic at times. And like I said, you just really kind of connect with Kong's character in this, because you know, he's on this, whatever you want to call it, island, planet, whatever, universe, kind of all by himself, and he's just kind of longing for, you know, other apes like him or something, you know. And obviously you'll have Godzilla thrown into the mix here to, you know, kind of come and help out Kong with this situation and stuff. But yeah, you guys, like, I don't know, I really, really enjoyed this. I just really connected with Kong, and it was just a great film. It was very entertaining, and it actually had a lot of just kind of like non-verbal storytelling that was done very, very well. So I really did enjoy this one. I think it's a great addition to the, you know, monster verse, whatever the heck you want to call it. You know, the whole Kong and Godzilla and all that, all those movies, you know. I think this is a fantastic addition. And you guys, you gotta love the scene where he is whacking away those other apes with the little monkey. That was that was too funny, you guys. A little monkey, he's super adorable, you guys. I think he knocked the adorableness out of him though. So but this one, definitely one of my faves from last year. All right, so coming in at number 3, this was another one that kind of surprised me. Again, I hadn't really read too much on this one. I didn't really, you know, watch the trailer or look into like any reviews or anything on it, but we have Love Lies Bleeding. And hopefully I can go ahead and, you know, upgrade this down the road or whatever. But for now, I went ahead and snagged the DVD here recently from Hamilton Book. But yes, Kristen Stewart and the other girl in here, what in the heck is her name? I'm not like familiar with her. Katie O'Brien. Yeah, both were absolutely fantastic in here. This film just felt very fresh, very energetic. And it was just a totally different kind of love story, if you will. This is, I would say, kind of more of like, in a way, a sexy thriller, because you definitely have some pretty sexy moments in here for sure. But it's definitely a wild, wild ride, you guys, for sure. And it's just one of those films, or, you know, like the saying goes, like the things you do for love. That's what this story is. I like the whole kind of bodybuilding gym aspect in here, because like I said, it's just, it provides just a different kind of like love environment, you know. It's just not your typical kind of love story, and I really, really enjoyed this one very, very much. Ed Harris in here, you guys, oh my gosh, his character is like something else. Like, I don't know, that hair, I don't know, you guys. If you've seen this one, you know what his character looks like and stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed the heck out of this one. Definitely kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat, keeps you glued to the, you know, screen and everything, because just everything that happens in here, like, it just slowly just starts to spiral out of control and everything. And yeah, both leads in here, they were awesome. The one fantasy aspect there kind of towards the end, again, that was a little unnecessary, but of course it's A24, so you can expect something weird from them like all the time. So them throwing that bit in there was a little unnecessary, but again, it's something that kind of is just left for the interpretation from the viewer. But I thought that this was fresh. I enjoyed the love story in this for sure. Just the crazy, weird bizarreness of it and everything. So definitely, if you guys haven't seen this one, check it out. It's different. All right, so coming in at number 2, we have Lisa Frankenstein. Yes, you guys, this film is just absolutely fun. It's entertaining. It's hilarious. And I just love the 80s feel in this one. Like, it's kind of like a, you know, an 80s throwback and stuff. And obviously your 2 characters in here, they're both great in their own way. Even like Cole Sprouse, like his character in here just has such an expressive personality, yet he doesn't like say anything in the film. So for somebody being so nonverbal, he's very expressive. This film was charming, it was unique, and it was just loads of fun, you guys. You gotta love the dark humor in it, and even just the rad soundtrack, you guys. Awesome, awesome soundtrack for sure. And that hoo-ha scene, you guys, like, that was absolutely freaking hilarious. But this is a film that I can easily see becoming a cult classic. I think this is a must. Definitely one that would be perfect, you know, around, you know, October, you know, spooky season stuff. But this is just a blast of a film, you guys. And like I said, both leads were absolutely great. This film was funny. It was just very, very entertaining. And it is directed by Zelda Williams, obviously the daughter of the late Robin Williams. You guys, let's just say he'd be very, very proud of her with this film. Direction, absolutely fantastic. Zelda, kudos to you. But yeah, awesome film. Loved it, start to finish. All right, you guys, any guesses on my number one? I'm sure this was actually number one for a lot of people, and it deserves the number one on like everybody's list. This film was freaking phenomenal. It was insane. It was just wild, you guys. And I'm talking The Substance. Yes, this was my number one of last year. I was so blown away by this film, you guys. It's one of the best body horror films that I have seen in a very, very long time. And let's just say Demi, her comeback and everything, she knocked it out of the park. I really enjoyed also Margaret Qualley as Sue. Like, I wasn't really familiar with her or anything like that. So, I mean, it was, you know, kind of a fresh take for sure, this film. It just felt very original. And it is just, oh my gosh, it's absolutely nuts. That end scene, you guys, is just bonkers, over the top gore and everything. And just the thought of, you know, or being there on the stage in that condition and everything, like, that was so freaking, just absolutely nuts, you guys. But I just thought the storyline of this was very, very original. And yeah, both Demi and Margaret Qualley, they were excellent in this. There's not really much that I can say on this film that you guys don't already know, because if you've seen it, then you know how awesome this freaking film is. That one scene that really got me though was like, I was like totally just gagging. Like I just felt that it coming up my throat, is when the Sue character has decided that she wants to stay longer or whatever, and she's just like jamming away at the freaking spine, and you can see that it is so like infected, but just the sound effect that the needle going in every single time, like seriously, I was about to throw up at that scene, you guys, for real. So, but just an original film, you guys. I had a blast with this one. It is just over the top, bizarre, crazy, you guys. So kudos to Demi, seriously, in this one though. She was freaking awesome, you guys. So The Substance is my number one, as I'm sure it was for many people. But you guys, if you haven't seen it, you definitely like need to jump on this one like ASAP. Please do. All right, so that is my 5 picks, my top 5 films from 2024. Again, in the comments, let me know what your top 5 were, or your top 3, top 10, whatever your top that you want to share with me in the comments. Do so, please. I would love to know. And also your guys' thoughts on these films. Definitely, I want your guys' feedback and just kind of what you guys thought. You liked them, you didn't like them. All right, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.